Hey, this is Omar, and just on here wanted to talk about the Michael Irvin situation, and just to freestyle a little bit on it, and it was last week, Super Bowl kickoff, and so he's an analyst, NFL analyst, so give his insight, and the man just went to Arizona to do his job and shit, right? He, whatever. After hours out or not on the clock, you relax just like everybody do. And then next thing and the company call him and tell him like you can't do the coverage. And so he wondering like, yo, what's going on? Like, did something happen? And they said, yeah, you got some misconduct. And so he like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you take a couple to the head and you just whatever, most of the time you remember most of the stuff that you do, you know what I'm saying, unless you just got all the way fried or whatever. But typically if you took a few to the head, because he gotta come and he gonna come back to the hotel, he making sure he's straight, he remember everything about that whole night. So they say, yeah, it's because of this lady. And he said, yeah, I remember speaking to a lady, but it was literally for 45 seconds. He probably told them peoples that, and they said, we don't believe you and shit, right? So the Marriott people contacted the NFL and made a whole spiel, thinking that, oh yeah, they just gonna let the chick just get that shit off. And yeah, saying it up against a black man most of the time, it's a big ass, where we take the L and all. But in this situation, it was a couple of guys that was around and seen the shit. Came on the TMZ, broke that thing down, play by play. You know how white folks do, you know what I'm saying? If they are eyewitness, they gonna really tell you the whole thing to a T. And so they broke it down the same way he said it was. But it's funny how his job didn't even want to believe in him. Just because you hear a allegation, you just gonna run with it, and just like it like just goes to show like how some people just automatically think that you just this wild ass beast motherfucker, and that you just can't control yourself. You feel me? Don't matter if the like chick could be straight busted. She could say some wild ass shit like that, and the next thing you know, everybody just go with what they say or whatever. So, he got his witnesses that say, nah, he ain't do shit. So he said, okay, y'all want to fire me, and I didn't do nothing wrong, right? And I don't think it's one of them states where they could just do that shit to you. So he said, all right, let me just go ahead and get a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? To the Marriott though. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all started all this bullshit. And so at least what it showed is one of them. There's a lot of bullshit that's gonna probably start happening. You know what I'm saying? So folks that's in them offices and what I'm saying, corporate setting, you working your way up the ranks, or just anywhere in general, like, cause he was not even at work and shit. He was just relaxing at a fucking hotel and shit. Had a 40-second conversation, which a lot of men do to women, you know what I'm saying, on most days, you know what I'm saying? If you see something you like or whatever. The fact that they just went ahead and said that shit sounded believable, like that sounds like his character is real disgusting. It's real fucked up. And yeah, hit their head. You know what I'm saying? That probably was the low number, because he should have went even heavier. But it's time that, these examples need to be made. If you gonna come out there saying some bullshit, right? Y'all went ahead and believed the girl. Y'all ran with it, and y'all ran with it hard, right? To defame this man's name cost him, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows who he could have met that could have he could have found himself having another opportunity aside from working in the NFL like during the off season or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have plugged him in a business venture. So you tried to fuck that off for the man and he ain't do shit. Yeah, get their ass for that 100 mil. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to settle that shit. Nah. Make them people feel that shit. And so now, since that's how the Marriott's choosing to do business, hopefully going forward, it might be one of them places that maybe black men should consider another option. If they gonna feel that they could just any one of their employees could just say it out what you call outlandish. Let me use that word, outlandish shit, and they just gonna believe it. Then that shouldn't be a place we frequent. That shouldn't be a place where we give our dollars. Plenty of other spots in any of your local cities that will give you better treatment than that. You know what I'm saying? But they have that potential where if one of them girls in the lobby or at the bar want to say something stupid to you, they have now showed a precedence that they will actually run with their shit and try to ruin you. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you a person that you don't deserve shit like that. Don't nobody deserve to do get done like that. So yeah, I applaud her. I hope he get every dollar. You know what I'm saying, for all this what you call what they always say, emotional distress. That's what I would say. Yeah, my emotional distress. How you just defame me. You know what I'm saying? I feel that I need to be compensated accordingly. So salute to Michael Irvin, and I hope he get every dollar, every penny off them peoples. All right, thanks for listening.